As I promised yesterday, today is gonna be the race, and usually what I promise is always right. Welcome back, guys. Finally, I may present you the race of Turkey here at the 2016 season of the DTM OC. And if you remember yesterday, we could have celebrated the surprise podium, and not a surprise podium because maybe this is gonna happen today. We celebrated a surprise pole position by Jack Boyman, who we thought will never really qualify himself into the first row like ever in DTM, but it happened and they were so proud of him, they were so happy and blah 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 blah. So now let's see the starting grid because this is what we are cared about and looking forward to. So as I mentioned before, Jack Boyman took pole position for the biggest surprise after Chuck McCarthy's last pole position back at Brno. And here comes Adam Wolf at the second place, who slowly we get used to that he takes these pretty good positions in qualifies and sometimes the races as well. Josh Roke as usually took third place. He's really strong at qualifies. Unfortunately, not at the races yet, but this is a time he can prove us that we are wrong and he can finally score a podium or some points. Viggo Oss comes at P4, and from now on I will say the drive is a little faster because if I get detailed with everyone, we will never finish it. So Rivki Fakruzin and Mateusz Tari comes in 5th and 6th place, both good qualifying for both of them. Then Julius Anderson and Daniel Adventure at P8 and P9. Chap McCarthy, who won last GP for a big surprise night, and Thomas Bennett completed the top 10. The first guy outside the top 10 is Thomas Anderson, apologize, who is leading the championship. Then comes Zachary Fitzwater, Roland Moitian, Vedran Vedrina, David Kupok, who is finally not last. There comes Felix Zontag, William Duncan, Lorenzo Tomaselli after a disappointing battled Brno Grand Prix. Then Jorge Caranti at 19, Vitali Bobo 20th, and Luca Farina and Eni Paraki completing the last row at 21st and 12th. We thought Farina gonna have a better race than Brno, but so far this is not looking like that. As we are going for the weather, we have a really dry Grand Prix, like we have no percent for rain. So yeah, it's gonna be a usual dry Grand Prix like Brno and Hockenheim was. I'm still looking forward for the races where we're gonna have some rain. And I bet all of us are looking forward for the qualifying at Austin, which will happen maybe in like 5 hours or 6. I'm not even sure. What are your guesses? Like, who's gonna be the top 3 driver who gonna take the top 3 positions, as I said? Like, who's gonna be the first, second, and third? I'm wondering which car is the best on Austin, because for Ferrari there are too many corners and only 1 or 2 long straights. Then there is the Mercedes, who's averagely good at aero, but also the Red Bull, who has a weak engine power. So yes, we will see, but for first, let's see the race of the DTM. So Jack Boyman is on pole position, next to him Adam Wolf, and behind him George Roke. The race is underway now, and seems like Roke got a better start than Wolf, and maybe from the outside Roke can take second place, but Wolf is still holding in the inside, and Roke is taking second place. Likewise, Fakruzin, Wolf is messing up his start completely and losing 2 positions. Both Fakruzin and Roke could improve as the other guys fortunately didn't cause any trouble. Even Wolf tried to overtake now Wolf because he lost lots of momentum, and maybe his rhythm is messed up so far because he's just going backwards and backwards. As we are at the end of the first sector, nobody caused any trouble officially, and this is why we are proud of them, because they didn't cause any trouble. Farina lost 1 position, he's trying to make up and overtaking Paraki back. Boyman already has a good lead, he's leading by a little by Fakruzin, not being satisfied with his position, trying to improve another and trying to overtake the ex-Formula 1 driver George Roke. They nearly collide, but they could solve this problem easily. But because of that, he's losing lots of momentum, and Adam Wolf with the others are coming. Anderson couldn't make up any positions either. He stood at P11, getting attacked again. In these opening laps, lots of position changing and lots of overtakes might happen. Holst, Turvik overtaking two guys with a beautiful move. The Polish driver is improving two positions, getting up to P4 as he's committing a double overtake as on Holst and on Wolf. Wolf lost 3 positions under a lap. That's a new record, I think. I mean, without any... Oops! Julius now! Julius also tried to get a place. Everything is changing so fast and everything is happening so much. But the main thing is that the top 3 drivers are now having the pace. It's one of the blue-yellow cars had to defend, and another battle here with Tomaselli, Caranti, and with Zontag. Zontag also lost like 3 positions. Farina improved a little, but not too much. Who don't know the numbers, this race is gonna be 50 laps, so you're welcome for helping you out. And if Boyman is holding up the pace like that, he's gonna have the fastest lap at the end of the lap, end of the second lap basically, and we're gonna enter the third. But so far, yeah, so far it's pretty calm. Like we don't see this kind of crashes or big fights as we saw at Brno. The truck is very different, and now Horst. Now Horst is next to Wolf, and I had to say that, and they spin around and they collide each other. I just had to say they didn't have any problems. Motyan is nearly crashing into the standing car. Yes, I just had to jinx it. And now Horst found himself in last place. It was predictable that those two gonna collide, as Horst goes into the inside, and he can't stop basically, and yes, Wolf just turned the car in, Horst couldn't stop, Horst crashing into Wolf, who is coming back a bit dangerous to the track, but from now on, both of the drivers lost some positions, as Mortian is going by, then nearly hitting the standing Horst, and there was an overtake, and there's gonna be a penalty for William Duncan for sure, because he overtook Mortian under yellow flag. Yes, but Mortian had to brake as well, so... Well, Duncan gets a 5-second penalty. Understood, Franco. Oh my god, this is another great battle. That's McCarthy, that's a Red Bull car, that's Bennett, that's Kupok, that's everyone. I am impressed now. And again, still, Bennett is still in the inside. Because, not too bad. Okay, so I am back now. Another overtake in the back. That's Zontag and Caranti. That wasn't Caranti at P11. It was too good to see. And Franco, just tell me how to pronounce the name. And I will. So, back to the action. Because I got screamed at because I am talking too loud. Like this is the back draw, I don't know how to say. Well, not living in a family house or something like that, I don't know. I don't know how you call these stuffs in English, I'm not perfect in it. Well, so far Wolf lost 6 positions, which is sad. Turvik for podium, okay, but can't because Fakruzin is holding it. Not Turvik, still the outside, and yes, he got it. Turvik is on the podium, but let's not stop that because Fakruzin is attacking him back from the inside, outside, the inside again, and Fakruzin with a master overtake, getting back the podium position by Julius Anderson is coming back. After his brother is beating him so much, we feel like he have to beat him now. Vedrina is getting overtaken by, and yes, the other Julius, I mean the other Anderson, who is Julius, finally wants to beat his brother because his brother is outrunning him quite much and quite a lot. So yes, and so far seems like the race control started to think more about the penalties because Duncan is not getting 5 seconds. It's for an easy explanation because Motyan had to brake because of a Horst who was spun around, and this is why Duncan just passed away. Passed away? No, just passed by. I shouldn't just confuse these kind of words. And I have to learn to talk again. Thomas Anderson is still, and Thomas Ali is now. I'm afraid, no, they won't. They're not colliding that much in this corner, so this corner is quite okay. And because of Thomas Ali's messed up line, the others are coming at the back. Thomas Ali should go to the inside. Thomas Ali goes to the inside, and now that is an overtake, finally. Likewise what Zontag did, and likewise what happened in the background at Paraki and Horst. And yes, Horst is coming back just a little slowly because these cars are nearly equal as for the speed and the pace. It only depends on the driver's talent. But no matter how talented you are, once your tires are reaching the death point or the dead zone, you can't do anything. That's pretty obvious, pretty logical. And yes, and we can see Mateusz Tarvik here, who might finally score a point. I'm looking forward to see it. And let's see Tarvik in the inside again, and nearly colliding with Fakhrizadeh, but no, not yet. Still couldn't do it, and Bennett is doing the same, and Bennett is colliding with Wolf. Wolf is round, and Wolf is coming back. Okay. And not only Motyan, but Tomaselli is also have a damaged car. Motyan is completely out from the race, while Tomaselli have to pit, making a huge traffic jam. That was the stupidest move from Adam Wolf, but he could have done. Even though we don't give penalties here, I would give him a penalty. This was a joke. Iwobo is making up like 3 positions at the same time. You can't be serious. Wolf is just coming back like an idiot, like sorry to say that, but Bennett is going into him, he's spinning him around, and just going back and into Motyan. And Motyan is, and nothing Motyan could do, and his right rear tire is broken. Likewise Wolf's front, so Wolf is coming to the pits, and Tomaselli just couldn't avoid it. Like Tomaselli comes, and Tomaselli couldn't avoid it, he didn't know where to go, and because of that he have to pit again, so seems like Tomaselli won't score any points now. And they both come into the pits. They just have to check something. Yes, so Wolf is in the pits, I just have to check something. Well, Tomaselli scored 4 points so far, and he scored that point at Hockenheimring. He won't score any points now. Nor Adam Wolf. So Boyman in the lead might really win this race. And Wolf is coming in front of Tomaselli. Well, that was disappointing. And Turvik again. Turvik didn't learn the lesson. Crashes might happen here, and Turvik in the inside again, and they nearly collide once again. They did the same. And Adventure is getting forced so wide, and no, still not. Kupok and Anderson, Thomas Anderson, and Thomas Anderson is out of the race because Duncan is hitting him. Well, here goes the championship lead. That's it. You're out, you won't score any points. That means Tom Anderson is losing the championship lead so far. I mean, he would lose if not Boyman would lead the race. And what's happening now? Where are the marshals? Won't they push the car away or something? Oh, there comes. Well, Jack Boyman didn't score any points, and now he's having a pole position. Another crash! That's Caranti and Valdrina! And 2 other cars are getting hit by the debris. Oh my god. It's a shame I can't scream because I would in these situations. What did they do again? So Caranti... Wait, somebody's going wide. Somebody went wide. That was Valdrina. And Valdrina with the mastermind move, he went wide. And as he joins back, he wipes out the field. that's another honorable mentions. I think I should make a compilation about idiotic track rejoins, and maybe in that way I would get some views. Like, he's just joining back, not caring about anything. Current is hitting him, holding up half of the field. And yes, that car, the Horst, who else? Okay, so after Horst is spinning around, he's hitting the wheel, and he can go to the pits once again. Like, if we didn't make sure he won't get any points now, we made it, and he have to go back to the pits. And is that Farina in front of him? Yes, it is. Let's see, is Farina in front of him. Duncan avoid the big drama. Well, Karanti couldn't do anything with that. Just wow. It's like nothing he could do. Karanti is out again, which means where is Karanti in the leaderboard? Well, Karanti got 2 points at the Czech Republic. Now he won't get any. So yes, Karanti lead the race once at Hockenheim, and after that he just keep retiring or not scoring any points. The debris gonna get cleared from the start-finish straight for sure. It just takes a little time. So back to the field. It's yellow flag here because Thomas Bennett's car is still getting removed. Here is Bennett's car. The Marshall is not being too fast with it, but you know, it's kind of difficult to just push a car away around which has no tire. Didn't I said Anderson? I said Bennett. Yeah, his car is getting pushed away really slowly. It's like, as I mentioned before, it's pretty difficult to push a car away which has no wheels. Yeah, Sanderson is hitting Q-Pok in front of him, and he's turning around, and Wolf can't avoid him, and Wolf is hitting him. He tried to avoid him, but he just miscalculated it. Who wasn't Wolf, but it was Duncan, because their car is similar again. I know Duncan has the grey car and Wolf has the white one, but it's really, really similar. It's really easy to just miss it. Oh, talking about Duncan, he might do an overtake here. Under yellow flags. Or no? No, he's thinking. And here we go with the last race winner McCarthy attacking Mr. Adventure, Mr. Polish guy. As I say, McCarthy's and Adventures have the easiest car to spot because their cars are so different. And maybe, as we can see, maybe there was a yellow flag overtake here. Yes. Oops, yes, Duncan is hitting him. That's not the... Whoops. Yes, Fitzwater. And behind maybe? Yes, Duncan is hitting him. We know that. And... Nope, Zontag nearly hitting Bennett's car, yes. Didn't happen anything here. I don't know what was the problem. Yes, Fitzwater just passed Duncan, who crashed into Bennett. So that wasn't anything special. Duncan comes, and since he's thinking, he knows he can only overtake at spots where there is no yellow flag. McCarthy might give it a try now, because McCarthy is having a much better speed and much better pace than Adventure at the moment. There is still a yellow flag here. There are no marshals, but he's not committing an overtake, so it's no point talking about that. No, maybe Bennett's car is... Anderson's car is already removed because both of them are Thomas's, so it's easy to change them up. But so far Wolf have the fresher tires, and for sure Wolf might have a two-stop with that. I mean, after he broke his car, and I have to announce something because for a request, the 10th lap gonna be completely silent for giving giving my condolences to Afid Munandar. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. So in the 10th lap, we will remember him while being silent throughout the whole lap. And I would like to ask you guys to do the same in the chat after I did that. So no matter what happens, we pay respect to him like that. While we see an overtake and a collide. And Turvik is holding it. Amazing. Turvik is holding that little contact. Well, yes, he couldn't stop. The car is swinging to the right, then the left. His tires are a bit worn now because of that, but it doesn't matter. Yep, I'm ready. Likewise the others, hopefully. Fortunately, no overtakes and no crashes happened during this time. So, not even position changings. So, the drivers just wanted me to stay quiet like the others. So, yeah. And thank you everyone. Likewise, as Joe says. I'm glad we could do that. And now back to the race. Because now the drivers seems like they want to overtake again after the 10th lap is over. Likewise, Mateusz Turvik, who is still attacking Rifki Fakhrizadeh. Those two are keep battling for like 5 or 6 laps now. And now Turvik. Turvik has the chance now, and he will go to the inside. Not so, not yet, and no. Because Fakhrizadeh is also attacking someone in front of him. Who is that? Oh, it's George Roke. Yes, Roke lost some pace. I thought he's having a better pace. McCarthy is hitting Adventure. McCarthy's around, and McCarthy's probably out from the race. Getting hit by Thomas Bennett, and another Red Bull car is coming. And it was... That's Bennett, yes, and Fitzwater. So Bennett's having a damage. Yes, McCarthy's around. Bennett couldn't avoid him, and McCarthy's get hit. And both of the cars got damaged. And there is the Red Bull car. It's Kupok, whose tire nearly broke off, and Fitzwater could barely stop the car. Fortunately, neither of them are out from the race. But this accident won't help them get some points, unfortunately. So yeah, Stroke lost some pace. It's a surprise because I didn't think that Fakhrizadeh might catch him up. But yeah, Stolvik is holding onto the place pretty well as well. I think Boyman, Rogue, Fakhruzain, and Turvik, all of them are ex-Formula 1 drivers. Likewise, Julius Anders in the top 5 is full of ex-Formula 1 drivers, basically. And they all are trying to find the pace. I think any of those could win because every of them have the pace to not only win the race, but to get some fastest laps as well. Bennett and McCarthy gonna fall back a lot here, but they're gonna have fresher tires. I'm looking forward to see them. What can they do? They are on a two-stop with that accident. McCarthy might be on a 3. This track is pretty interesting because it's long and the fuel is being crucial here. Turvik again because of the split stream is coming so fast. Turvik is going for the outside but can't. He can't force his car through in that really crowded spot. Yes, Rook is losing a lot in the corners because in the corners Fakhruzain is arriving on him and Fakhruzain is being on his split stream and slowly coming away from Turvik, but no, he can't. Turvik is gonna come back because Fakhruzain had to stop the car a little. I even had to brake it. But no, the split stream is really working and not letting Fakhruzain get rid of George. I nearly said George Rook. No, it's George basically, no? George Rook, yeah. This is his name. Okay, I don't even know Rock's name. Okay, that's amazing. I'm commentating the DTM for like slowly for a whole season and I don't know Rock's name. Well, that's just the usual. And the tables have turned because now Fakhruzain gonna attack Rock. Inside, Rock is forcing him like the usual, just not be crash please, not crash. Okay, they are professional, they won't. And Turvik is getting held up a little. Yes, George, it's you. Fortunately, there were no crashes here. Julius just gained a little on them because of this little controversial moment. It seems like we're gonna look forward to using Turkey truck version, but we will see about that later. I have to say, Boyman is proving us now that he has a seat here, he has a chance here to get a win in this season, even though his last 2 races were catastrophic. And McCarthy is attacking back on the fresher tires and on the fresh fuel load, but the fresh fuel load is not giving anything, only the fresh tires, because the fuel load is basically the same for everyone from that aspect that the fuel is for the same. Bennett outside won't work, but the inside might, which he can't commit. Thomas is being slow, but Thomas tires are getting worn, so that's not a surprise either. Here we can see Rogue, Boyman, Turvik, Fakhruzain. And Turvik gonna try it again. Turvik is going for the inside again, next to Fakhruzain, and they really collide again. Awesome. It's an awesome job what they both are doing. They are not colliding, they are not crashing to each other, but at least they are having a fair and square battle. And because of that battle, Rogue gonna just blast away. Is that exactly, Andy? You are right. Yeah, and the last sector Fakhruzain is faster than both Rogue and both Turvik. It's interesting. I mean, mainly the last corners. McCarthy again, in a huge split stream. Up, inside, and no, not yet. Still not. He just can't overtake this white car. Who gonna be Wolf, I think. If it was white. It wasn't grey. Yeah, hopefully it was Wolf and I didn't make a mistake again. Our favorite trio is back. Yes, Fakhruzain is faster in the corners, that's weird. I mean, the fuel loads are the same, the tires are the same, only the drivers are different. Seems like the cars are the same as well, because both of them are BMWs. I think all of them are BM. No, that's an Audi. Turvik has an Audi. Fakhruzain inside and Fakhruzain now is doing the overtake. This is how you should overtake in this corner. Fakruzin just showed us. And Rock is getting back to the last place of the podium. Fakruzin with a beautiful overtaking maneuver. Most of the guys are getting tangled and crashed out. Well, the Indonesian showed us it's possible to overtake. It's impressive. Also, we are so multicultural and multifunctional that while the race is going on and talking about DTM, the chat members are talking about football, which is like it can happen, it's not restricted. And yes, it's Adam Wolf. And behind them, William Duncan. Because he's having that grey car, and yes, there is a bit of difference. But don't tell me from the distance you can tell that was a difference between them. The most important thing for Turvik to stay in the race, like not surely to stay on the podium, yeah, just stay on the race, score some points, and to prove us that he's belonging here because he's still a newbie in the DTM. Roke was here before. And again, Turvik is going to the inside, and let's see if he can do a Fakruzane. No, he can't. He's just losing some momentum. And from that distance, this is not a striking distance, he won't be able to do anything. So he have to wait for another lap, and they might pit around the same time. But if Turvik's pit crew is fast... yes, Boyman has the most fuel from the drivers who didn't stop yet. And Wolf is making a mistake. Letting McCarthy come back again, and McCarthy gonna have that monster split stream in these long left-handers. See how fast he's coming. He had to push the brake, and now he's gonna unleash the power of the car, the power of the BMW going to the inside. They are wobbling a little, and Wolf still not letting him. And now Duncan comes. Duncan gonna come in the split stream. Well, he's not being that close, so never mind. Wolf is just holding them up, and holding himself up as well. And Drifky just got a pretty good gap compared to those two in the background. And here is Turvik's next chance. So if we go back to him, then we will see how they're gonna commit another overtake. Yes, Turvik is in the inside again, getting forced by Roke. And Turvik, no, he can't overtake. But now Roke went too wide, and now Turvik might get it. Turvik has a better acceleration point, and now he does it. Roke just went completely wide, and this is the way how he could get. So officially the Polish driver is getting the podium, and Roke is getting off, but Roke would be happy if he could finish a race finally. Not even telling him that he should be on the podium, and telling him that he should just finish the race for safe and sound, and we could go on the podium. You know, sometimes we prefer things, but he must be careful now because it seems like he's not really having the pace. So he have to be careful. Duncan, McCarthy overtook Wolf, by the way, and now Duncan will. You just need a little split stream. No, not yet. But yes, McCarthy overtook Wolf. And Thomas Helly is on them. Is that Bennett? Yes, it's Bennett on the 17th place. The whole field just... Well, the whole field just got pretty far from each other. I don't know how to say it in English. You know, when you get skizzers and you just cut the field at different points. And then that happened. For sure it's not as exciting as Bruno, but it's still something. There are still some crashes, there are still some beautiful overtakes. And you can see Wolf is holding up Duncan and the others. Duncan gonna try a move, just saying. That will happen. It's like 100% because Wolf is going wide now. So it's 100% he's gonna try, and not only him, but also Tomaselli, because Tomaselli is having the chance now. Tomaselli back and forth hitting Duncan, and Tomaselli is around. Bennett nearly could avoid it. I mean, barely could avoid it. And Bennett is also off. Yes, because he had to avoid it. So how did it happen? So Tomaselli came. Tomaselli is hitting Duncan from the back, who could stop fortunately, and whoa! Bennett! Nearly! He's nearly hitting him, it was so close. And then he lost the control on the curb. And from the grass he could barely come back. But he managed to in the end. And take an accelerate back. They both lost a lot. Yes, Fakhruddin is going on Boyman slowly. Boyman is at the one stop for sure. It's not a question. But yes, Fakhruddin is getting closer and closer. Let me say something. If Fakhruddin is lucky, he can undercut Boyman easily. Because if I saw correctly, Fakhruddin has less fuel, and if he's not getting stuck behind anyone, then he might undercut Boyman and might steal the race win. Fakhruddin was the one who had a big chance to get the pole position, but Boyman just stole it away from him at the last seconds. The gap got bigger a little, just by a little. Turvik is coming up at Fakhruddin as well, so we shouldn't just take Turvik out from the Vane. Up Duncan, next to Wolf. No, it won't work out. Yes, Duncan is way faster than Wolf, because Wolf's tires are just getting worn, worner and worner. And whoa, Turvik is going to the pits, which means if Turvik is having a good stop and not getting stuck, he might overcut Fakhruddin. Just saying. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, the top 3 fight today is very, very interesting. We can't say it's a boring race, mainly because of that. Most of the drivers are on a one stop like usually in DTM. Yes, Turvik comes, he's faster. Rogue gonna overtake him for sure. But it's not Rogue who he is battling with. He needs really good in lap. Oh, Fitzwater on Qpok. Okay, so what happened? Fitzwater had a slow. Wait, why he's pitting? He has damage? He has some car. Qpok has some car problems.
The wing is stuck.
Yes, Qpok has some problems. What kind of problem he has?
Wing is stuck. The wing is stuck.
Oh, he has loose wheel. Oh, yes. This is why I was so surprised that he's about to pit that much left and getting overtaken by his rival that fast.
Try and get back.
Well, Zonta gonna overtake him as well. And now Turvik's in the pits. And Turvik have to push. And brake. And just go normally with 81 in the pits. Rogue and Anderson gonna overtake him for sure. Only Rogue so far. Now Anderson as well. Let's see. If Turvik is getting stuck, he might lose the podium. Its average stop is an 8.3. Okay, if he stays at P8, it's good for him. If he's he fell back. He might get stuck behind Ibobo if he's not careful. You have to overtake Ibobo as soon as possible. If he's not doing that, he might lose the podium, and Rogue might come back. Qpok also is undercutting to someone. Yes, Turvik gonna reach him. Turvik gonna reach him in like 3 corners. Okay, Qpok is in a 2-stop. So Qpok will be fast, like really fast. And he might get on the points, which will be a sensation. Oops, yes, there was Turvik. He's on. No, backwards a little bit. More, because Yes, there is Turvik. He made a mistake. By the way, he was closer. Yes. No. Further. It's not. But I mean, not further back. I mean, further to the front. Jesus. Okay, like here. Wait. Or did he make a mistake? Or I was just. No. Sorry, apologize. Apologize about that. I thought Turvik gonna be faster than, like, so much. Oops. Duncan against Wolf. Duncan in the outside. Duncan not getting anything. Not even a position. But that's sad. But for him, of course. I don't really care about the positions of the drivers actually, because I just commentating what is on the screen. But so far Turvik didn't catch. Oh, a lockup from Wolf. So Turvik has 32 left, so few left, which is like a lot, so... Oh, McCarthy. I'm surprised. Like a surprise fastest lap. Wolf's teammate gonna be in the pits. I just don't know who is Wolf's teammate, but... Oh yeah, no Fakruzane. For sure, because he's not going to the pits. He's just following Boyman. And here is Horst, who had to pit twice because of the crashes, and he will pit once again. Yes, a two-step strategy will be good. Maybe Turvik's race is getting messed up with that one stop, but we will see. Roke is in the pits. Let's see what Roke is getting. A two-stop or a one-stop? If he was fast enough, he can come back in front of Turvik. Let's see. Roke is on a one-stop as well. And his stop is faster, and the yellow flag. Duncan, well, not surprised after they were battling with Wolf that much. Yes, of course, with Wolf. I think he hit him from the back. It has a high possibility for that. Yes, comes. Yes, Wolf is just closing the door. Wolf is going straight out. Nearly spinning the car as well. And Thomas Bennett gonna come, and Thomas Bennett might overtake him. Yes, he does. So, oops. Yes, Roke came out behind Turvik. But Turvik is getting held up. Like, a lot. Farina is also in the pits. The Farina is getting stuck. It's so hurting to see that. Well, Farina lost like 3 seconds there, at least. And yep, here is Turvik getting stuck behind Ibobo. He can't overtake him, and this is why Roke gonna say thanks, because he gonna get held up so much. Yes, he needs to pass him here. But Turvik with a beautiful move. Okay, he did. He did overtake Ibobo, but Ibobo gonna attack back by the split stream he has. So it's not done yet. Turvik have to defend. Ibobo is going to the outside, and no. Okay, so Turvik might push now and just catch Fakruzane and the others, because they both Fakruzane and the Boyman gonna be on a one stop. So Fakruzane must push as hard as he can now. He lost a lot behind them. Yeah, here comes Fakruzane. There goes Boyman. And Julius Anderson didn't pit yet. He is behind them. And Anderson is losing time. Like Wild Adventure wasn't in the pits either. I don't think they can overtake Turvik with that they are standing out a lot longer. But in the corners they're gonna lose a lot compared to the fresh tire runners. At least they have like 3 straights where they don't lose anything and just can push as much as they can. Turvik locks up a little and he continues to push onward. He has so much fuel. Like, I think he has too much fuel, and we are at the halfway point of the Grand Prix. It's a really long. It's a really, really, really long Grand Prix. It might be like 1 hour and 20 minutes, nearly 1.5 hour long. Alright, Fakruzin is getting close. And Fakruzin gonna pit sooner than Boyman. He have less fuel, and now, yes, this is the in-lap of Fakruzin. So this is why he's pushing so much. He might come back to the 5th place if he's fast, or 6th. Around the 5th and 6th place. You just have to push fast and so much. Yes. Oh no, Adventure is too close. I don't think it might be 5th place. Maybe... it might be 6th. But we will see about that. Because he comes fast now. And he's pushing every buttons up on the car to go as fast as possible. Yes, and now he's going out. Over in the corner and push. And he have to brake here. Get back to 81. And now his team have to work fast. His team have to work really, really fast. His car is getting... okay. But he might get held up by Anderson. And... yes! I can't believe it. Oh my god. Okay, Tavi gonna overtake him for sure. If he's getting overtaking him. Yes, Tavi gonna overtake him. Or won't he? Tavi comes. No, yes. And Fakruzin might get stuck behind someone. Yes, he's getting stuck behind Ibobo. Wow. Well, Turvik is safe. But only based on luck. So Turvik can tank that to Julius. And the question is if Turvik might jump Boyman. Maybe he will. Is this Rogue behind them? Like behind Fakruzin? Yes, it's Rogue. He's on the fresh tires as well, and Fakruzin is getting held up. If Fakruzin can't overtake Ibobo now, he must overtake him because Turvik was behind Ibobo like a lot, like 2 or 3 laps. So if Fakruzin can overtake Ibobo, then he won't lose that much, but he's losing momentum here, so he have to stay behind him for 1 more lap. As Adventure is coming to the pits, and Adventure might have a pretty good race after all. You just have to push here and be precise with the pit limiter as like the others. Yes, he's precise. Because Fakruzin is getting held up now, and Adventure might get a chance. Let's see his pit stop. It doesn't seem too fast so far. 7.5, well, not the fastest. But he might gain. Yes, Anderson is jumping Adventure. Adventure comes out, but he might get some pace on Fakruzin now because he's getting held up a lot. And Rock is coming as well. Exactly. Oh, okay. I just checked my phone. Well, Fakruzin is losing the podium so far here. Slowly. Step by step. And now, no, he can't. He can't go next to him. And now Fakruzin will have the chance because his tires are hot enough now to get the grip. And now he will try. He will try and overtake. Fakruzin is in the inside, and Fakruzin can brake later, and this is how he gets it. And now Rogue gonna overtake Ibobu as well. I mean, he will try. But Ibobu is in the slipstream, and he's coming back. He even have to brake. But from the outside it won't work, for sure. But he's going to the inside, and Ibobu is taking nearly Fakruzin out, but he's spinning himself around. That's the classic Ibobu we know. Fortunately, Fakruzin didn't spin around, he used the grip of his tires to hold the car. Ibobu comes, Ibobu pushing him, and yes, Fakruzin is staying on the line. But Rogue is losing. Ibobu is using the grip of his tires. Awesome. And yes, Roke had to slow down a little. And here comes Fakhrizin, Turvik, and yes. And now Fitzwater have to pit. Turvik might get held up again. We will see. But Boyman will have fresher tires than Turvik, so this is why I say this will be interesting. And Turvik lost a lot so far and he will lose more. But Boyman is being slow now. So every second what Turvik can spend in clean air is being faster than Boyman. Now Turvik is on Fakhrizin, not Fakhrizin, Fitzwater. Fitzwater will get overtaken as well. Slowly but steady. Turvik is in the inside. Turvik brakes. Fitzwater not letting it, but he have to. And now Fitzwater goes. And Boyman is not coming to the pit, so Boyman gonna lose major time now. Only if Fitzwater can come back, and Fitzwater in the split stream, will he overtake him back? And Fitzwater is sitting in the same way, but Turvik is going off the track, and Turvik nearly spins. Oh my god, he held it. He held it. The guys who has like no idea what is feeling like to fight for the top positions. Like, no offense, but both Fitzwater and both Ibobo are trying to ruin the race of a racer who is in contention for the win. I don't know why. He's doing the exact same, just Turvik doesn't have that much grip, and Turvik is going out from the track. Somehow he's holding the spin, like somehow. It's a miracle that he did. Yes, but his tires are getting dirty now. Well, Joe, he won't either today, if it's going on like that. Well, Fitzwater had the best tactic because before he could pit, he just ruined a driver's race and then he pits. And with that, he's making himself gets out from the point completely. Fitzwater and go. And Fitzwater is getting held up. That's the punishment you get. Tomaselli for his last stop. It's a shame his race got ruined. Because he's gonna have an amazing pace now. And Boyman is going to the pits now. And that means Turvik gonna... Well, Turvik gonna get a lot on him, but the question is how fresh Boyman's tire is gonna be. Here is the race leader. Now, if the team is working under 6 seconds, or around 6 seconds, he might come back to the lead. Let's see. They are working fast, yes. And 6.4. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's good, but Turvik gonna overtake him for sure. Yes, Turvik gonna overtake him. But Boyman have way fresher tires and way less fuel. So let's see. And not only Fakhrizin also jump, wow! Fakhrizin also jump Boyman. Well, here we go. But he's having less fuel and fresher tires, both than Fakhrizin and Turvik. Let's see if Turvik can win his very first race here in the GP4 OC, because he doesn't have any wins. While our classic Ibobo is coming out from the pits at P12, being fast from points. I mean, far from points. Yes, and horse car is getting cleaned a little. 7.2. Average pit stop, I say. Well, it wasn't a question that horse won't get any points after the crash he had. And he's getting jumped by Duncan. So, yes, and Boyman is being faster than them. This is what I was talking about. But if they start to battle, then Turvik might pull this race away. Boyman have the freshest tires. And Rook is on a pretty good lap, by the way. Here comes the first four, being pretty close to each other. And yes, Rook had the personal best. Yes. He gained a little, and let's see Boyman, because this is gonna be the first lap of Boyman without any problems. Let's see if he can be faster than any of these guys. Well, for sure, for the first time, Fakhrizadeh is not being faster than himself. But Boyman either, but Rook gets. Rook is getting faster. Nor Turvik. Yeah, everyone is in a one stop in the top 3. But this is gonna be close. This is gonna be really close because Boyman's car is being a little slower than those twos in front of him, but his tires are fresher. Kupok comes at P7. Well, Kupok's tactic worked out pretty well, but Kupok is in a 2-stop, so he have to push as much as he can, because if he doesn't, then he won't be able to score any points. So far he's doing a good comeback. Yes, Turvik. Turvik is faster than Fakhrizadeh. Fakhrizadeh is slower than Boyman. What about Julius Anderson? I think he was a bit faster than Roke now in this lap. Julius Anderson finally can get a good position in some interesting points. Bennett is also in the pits. He didn't have a chance to score any points either this race after what happened, but he might get the fastest lap maybe, as his crew is working fast, but not fast enough. It's a 7.4 second stop. Yeah, this is like the 2019 Formula 1 Monaco Grand Prix, like nothing really happens, but the race is still interesting. Oh, Fakhrizadeh was faster than Turvik now. Yes, those two are being pretty close to each other. But in this way, Turvik might win his first OC race, like ever. He doesn't have an OC win yet. And Fakhrizadeh lost a little here. At the middle sector, the Indonesian is getting faster than the Polish driver. And Boyman is maybe conserving his tires, or this is the most what he could do so far. An Audi and 2 BMWs are coming. And yeah, Boyman is faster than Roke by a lot. And yes, this is the place where Turvik is losing against Fakhrizadeh at the second sector. Yep. And on the second sector, we will see that Turvik was a bit faster than Fakhrizadeh. Yes, Roke is falling back slowly. Doesn't have the pace. I just love to see them as they are driving around and try to battle with each other. Yes, Turvik found the pace against Rivki. Yes, Turvik has some amazing pace and going forward his first win after not scoring any points. He's doing a McCarthy because McCarthy didn't score any points, then suddenly he won a race. Ibobo is having the fastest lap with the new tires, 124.1. It's a shame they don't give points for the fastest laps. Yep, this is McCarthy at 12th position, the guy who I was talking about some minutes ago, some seconds ago, being more accurate. It's like 5 p.m. and it's so dark outside already. Like, really dark. This is a surprise for me, I don't know. Like, of course, we set back our clocks, obviously, but still. Okay, Fakrazane found the pace again. Those the guys in the front are just switching, positions back and forth. Don't you guys wanna ask something from me before I, stop commentating and go to eat something? Like anything? Fakrazin is interesting because he's sometimes being faster than Turvik, but Turvik after that, he's getting his pace back. Somehow. It's weird how this is changing, and it's also weird how Boyman can't catch up to those guys whose tires are older. Not by a little, by a lot. And wait, do I see that Anderson is catching up? Oh. Okay, no. Well, let's see. I think since Kota is not the most straight track, like, but we said the same to Mexico. Let's see. I think the Red Bull has a chance, but the Red Bull is having a weak engine, so I don't know. But it's superior in the corners. The Mercedes is also good in the corners, and Kota is full of corners. But Ferrari is also good in the corners, which is like high-speed corners. I'd say first sector is like Red Bull. Second, let me think. Second sector is like maybe Ferrari, and third is Mercedes. But since Hamilton gonna win the championship today, I mean tomorrow either way, it's not really matter. It's a shame nowadays, like every time he's getting the championship either at not Baku, Mexico. So either at Mexico or either at Austin, he's always getting the championships. Except 2016 when, Rosberg was fighting against the team and got his only title. But yeah, it's boring that the Mercedes guys are always winning the championship so soon. Like 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2019. So yeah. Oh, okay. Now Farina is getting attacked by Bobo. Farina still didn't score any points if I'm correct. Yeah. He still has 0 points. I'm not sure this will change this race. I think Turvik is getting closer on Fakrazin, so we should watch them and not these two. I mean, of course, their fight is really interesting, just not for the points. But Fakrazin is falling back again, behind Turvik. But Florian is sleeping, This is why he's not doing anything. He fell asleep in the race. Okay, so aside joking, Ibobo now attacking Farina. Ibobo is in the inside, no, he can't. And he's losing some time. Now, okay. Flo woke up and we went to Fakrazim. Yes. Yeah, sometimes Fakkers is getting faster, slower, you know, depends on everything. Qpok is in the pits, and Qpok is falling out from the points now. I wonder if he can score. Well, not sure, he's losing a lot. Now Qpok comes out to P12. Well, if he's being fast enough, he might. And Fakkrzin is being in split stream. Fakkrzin is being in the split stream of Turvik. Not yet though, but he's close. He's really closing on him. The BMW is being strong against the Audi, and Boyman can only just stare them from the back. Yes, here comes the BMW, and he's on his back. Farina and Ibobo. Yeah, Ibobo is being faster, but still not for the points. So it will look good if Ibobo gonna be 9, but yeah. And now Fakkrzin is being in the split stream. Definitely. You just have to do these corners well, but Turvik is pretty good at the corners. And Fakkrzin is getting some pace and getting closer in the straights. And yes, here we go, because he's gonna be in a split stream now. This is the so-called 8 corner, if I'm correct. Yes, and Fakkrzin is being in the split stream now. He's getting on him. The race is getting fired up till the end. And yes, and he is definitely in there now. His car gonna accelerate faster, and maybe he gonna attack him in this straight. He definitely gonna attack him in this straight. The question is where? From the inside or the outside? Maybe goes to the inside to defend. And now Fakkrzin switches to the inside, and Fakkrzin is taking the lead from the race, and taking the lead of the race. And Turvik is going back to second position. What an amazing overtake from Fakkrzin. And Boyman is also on Turvik now. So what did he do again? Fakkrzin went into split stream, Turvik went to the inside and to protect, but went back, and Fakkrzin is switching to the inside line, and because of his tires being more fresh, he's just outbraking him, and Boyman is just waiting. And Boyman is just looking at them, and Boyman is being on the split stream of Turvik now. But Turvik gonna hold him up a little. Boyman goes to the inside, and Boyman nearly hitting him, and in the inside now, and no! Boyman nearly hit Turvik. Fortunately, he did not. But Turvik might lose another position if he is not careful. And yeah, seems like Boyman is being faster than Turvik now. You just have to do these corners well. And have to stay in split stream. So far he's not. But yes, Turvik locked up, and Turvik lost momentum here. And now Boyman gonna get him. He's in the split stream, and Boyman gonna try attack him in the next straight. Yes, here comes. And in this corner he will attack him. Turvik is defending. Boyman in the inside again. Boyman can break later. Turvik is holding it. He wants to hold the position, and he does. He does hold it. But he's in the split stream again. Let's see. Inside or outside? Inside or outside? That's the question. Is go outside, and he has to switch back like Fakkrzin did, but no. He can't. In that way, Fakkrzin might win the race if they are still battling. Ibobo still can't overtake Farina. And yes, Boyman is in the split stream again. Coming and coming and coming, and this is not enough. And again, Turvik is locking up again, nearly spinning the car around. Turvik might bottle a podium. Or what might happen? Turvik is defending continuously, maybe his tires just went off the cliff. Boyman is being way faster than him. I think Turvik's tires are dead now. And he also lost his rhythm. Cupok 124-1. Cupok I think is coming back in the field, and Boyman gonna attack Turvik again. Without any doubt. Yes, and now. Boyman, he's not close enough, So he will try in the straight. But he's losing acceleration point here. So yes. They're gonna battle a lot. And Rogue, where is Rogue? Yes, Lloyd McCarthy is on Farina and Ibobu as well. Farina have a great... Farina is having a great defense, but now McCarthy is on them as well. So he might give them some interesting time. Because McCarthy is in the slipstream. And he will attack. McCarthy will attack him. McCarthy will attack Ibobu, just let's go back to them. Yes, Ibobu is defending, and McCarthy is hitting Ibobu, and McCarthy is around. Unfortunately, we can see the old McCarthy from 2015. Oh! And he's stopping. He won't get any points, but he's reversing back to the track, for real. No, okay. Well, unfortunately, this is a 2015 McCarthy. Spinning around and spinning the car back, nearly hitting the wall. Then he's just reversing back to the track, like nearly, because yes, he's hitting the side of the track slightly, then he actually reverses back slightly. And you have to wait for all the drivers. Okay, that was amazing. Now you can go. Fortunately, no one came. Farina is not really having a pace at any races so far, but at least he's defending amazingly. Yes, he's squeezing. He's squeezing Ibobo. And where is Cupok, by the way? Isn't Cupok comes at 11th place behind them? And being faster than them? Yes. Ibobo is getting squeezed and nearly touching him. Yes, that's Cupok. He's being faster than both of them. And Ibobo gonna attack. Once again. Yeah, Cupok is coming, so it's gonna be interesting because he's gonna catch them in the next lap. If Ibobo is being free, like not getting held up by anyone, then he can go, but he can't get rid of Farina. He can't make a pass. And I'm curious about something which I'm looking for. Yeah, Zontag in the points. That's unusual, but seems nice. Okay, Boyman again. Boyman gonna have the speed stream. As usually. And not only that, he's having a big speed stream now. But he won't overtake him. Maybe in the straight. Maybe. No. Or yes? No, I don't think. He lost momentum again. The only place where he can overtake is that corner. Okay, so basically Ibobo got caught. But not only Ibobo, because Ibobo is getting back on Farina. And now Ibobo gonna attack. And likewise Cupok gonna attack. Ibobo is in the inside. Farina is still. Farina and no. But in exchange, Cupok get nearly pounded out by Ibobo. And Cupok goes to the inside and have to brake. Yes, well, they can't overtake Farina, that's interesting. And Boyman is still suffering with Turvik. Yep, if Rivki is not battling it, then Rivki won. And as Rivki winning the race, that means there will be a third winner. Out of 3 races, there are gonna be 3 winners. Like, no matter which one from the top 4 or top 5 winning the race, there will be another one. another winner. Now Boyman, maybe. Yes, nah, maybe Boyman. Being too far again. Yes, he's being too far again. No, he can't. He just can't. You just can't overtake him. And Roke is falling back slowly, but Roke finally might finish a race. Oh, Roke is getting attacked by Julius Anderson. Farina is making a mistake. Farina is going right, holding them up even more. But Cupid gonna come. Or no, not yet. They are both defending. Yep, Farina is not possible to get overtaken. And Zontag overtook Adventure. Oh, Adventure! Adventure's car is broken. It's an engine failure. Yep, from here. He was following Julius Anderson, and suddenly it's an oil leak. It's not possible to fix this kind of issue. Adventure could have a pretty good finish. Even Adventure, where is Adventure? Well, Adventure didn't score any points yet. He won't score any points either today. It's sad because Adventure has basically a 2015 season where he can't score too much points. And he won't score any points either today. Yes, usually... Oh, Turvik. Oh, Boyman and Turvik are colliding! Oh my god. Boyman just couldn't bear himself. And in that way, Turvik is holding his second place. So Boyman comes, basically Turvik just moves his car in front of him and Boyman spins around. Turvik stays on the track, but in this way, Turvik got it. Turvik got second place. Yeah, Boyman was, not only Boyman, it was both of their faults, so that's a racing incident. Boyman was a bit furious after he couldn't overtake him, but from now on, Turvik having the second place. And he's getting his first podium as well in the OC, I think. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. It was Adventure. The car was good for that. Like, to crash it after the oil leak. I thought it was someone else. Yes. Okay, Farina. Again. As always. And Farina is in the points in that way, so they are battling for the points. They are doing a freeway battle for the point, and there is another racer that's Fakrize. No, that's Facewater, the other. I'm always confusing them. Since Adventure is out, they are fighting for the points, and Julius Anderson caught up to Roke. The Swedish guy might overtake the British, and he's being on the slipstream now. And Roke have to defend, and Julius going to the inside and the outside, and they go to the left. Let's see. Let's see if Julius can overtake him. Farina have to defend. Ibobu is going in the inside. Ibobu still in the inside, and Farina still not giving the position. But Cupok might come here. Cupok might come, and Cupok might take away the position, but not yet. In the inside, and Cupok in the inside with a beautiful move. That's how you do it. He just used the grip of his tires, and that's like that, nearly hitting Farina as well. Fortunately, he could stop. I told you, Cupok might have a good race because of that, because his tires are being fresh, and now Julius is on Roke. And Julius gonna attack Roke for sure. He's going for the inside, braking, Roke is not letting, they nearly collide. But he could hold it. Roke is safe for one more lap. But Zontag is coming, if those two would kill each other, then Zontag would get more points, and there is a four-way battle for the points. Cupok is attacking Farina now, and Cupok is having the overtake easily with the fresher tires. Kupak is in the points. Farina won't score any points again. Fitzwater want to join in as well. Poor Farina. Well, he won't score any points, but at least he did an amazing defending. Parakhi from the last place. He's 7th at the moment. Zontag from 16th, being 6th. Farina from P11, he's being 9th. Oh my god, that's some amazing drive from them. And yes, basically Anderson caught up to Roke. And Roke is compromising his own lines with his defending moves. And since it's only 3 laps remaining, Roke have to defend so hard in these corners. And mainly in the next one. And now Anderson in the slipstream again. Going for the inside. Going for the inside and gonna break and Roke is holding on the outside. And Anderson might do it here. Anderson on the outside doing it. Amazing move. And Zontag is also coming. And Zontag might overtake Roke in the end. Just wait. Just wait. Zontag going for the inside. And Zontag is overtaking Roke. Roke is losing 2 positions in the dying laps. Julius is 4th, Zontag is 5th, and Bennett is around, who is Ibobo. I just told Bennett because I thought Ibobo is around again, it's no surprise. Duncan and the others are coming. McCarthy. Ibobo is spinning the car around. Yes, Ibobo wanted to overtake Farina. Farina is, I think, keeping 9th place. Yep. And Ibobo is spinning out. They are both lucky. They are both lucky that there wasn't any damage or something like that. My throat hurts, by the way. Like a lot. Now Fitzwater is... Farina is not having the easiest time today. A 9th place from Farina would come pretty well. Mainly because if you look at his last race, that would be his second 9th place in his DTM career. And Fitzwater gonna try, for sure. Outside, inside, and they are colliding as well. They are doing the same, and Farina is getting spin around. The Italian is getting pounded by everyone. Last race he got pounded out by Roke. Now he's getting attacked by Fitzwater. They can't hold this clean. And Farina is coming back being last, like dead last. Not dead last, but being completely last. Yeah, Fitzwater just went to the outside, then switched back to the inside, and because of the speed difference, he couldn't stop and hitting Farina. It was Fitzwater's fault, so yeah, it was his fault. But what about Zontag and Boyman? Not Boyman, but Zontag and Anderson, I meant. Anderson seems to have the pace. Only if Zontag is not catching him up and overtaking him. Wait, what? Boyman caught up again! Boyman caught up again! What? How is this possible? Boyman, what? How is this? Okay, but Boyman is attacking Turvey again. And in the inside on the fresher tires. Inside, not working out yet. But his tires, this is how much his tires are being fresher. And slowly, they're gonna have the last lap. I can't believe this. I can't believe this how fast Boyman was in the last laps of the race. And he's gonna catch Turvey for sure. It's not a question anymore. Fakrize, I mean, yes, Fakrize gonna win the race for sure for the next lap. This is the final lap. And we have a great battle for the second place. And Boyman in the split stream now. Boyman is being in the split stream, going in the inside line, and maybe this is gonna be the place to take away from Turvik the second place, and no, not yet. But the remaining parts of the track are full of corners, and Boyman is having way more grip. And this is what he's showing us at the moment. Let's see. Seems like Turvik gonna get his very first podium in the GP4 OC, and Boyman might take that. I mean, not gonna take it away from him unless he's crashing into him. Boyman is being on a podium finally again, but we will see. We will see if that podium will be a second or a third place. Boyman still on it, and he will attack him. If not here, then in the straight. If not here, then in the straight, and it's not here, and maybe this is how he lost it now. Because he's gonna have a poor acceleration. Yes, Turvik is getting second place. And here goes Fakhrizadeh, who didn't win for a while here. And this is what he will do. Under third races, I mean under 3 races, 3 different drivers gonna win. And this third driver gonna be Rifki Fakhrizadeh, who wins the Turkish Grand Prix, or the Grand Prix at Istanbul, whatever you say. And Turvik here comes at second place, and Turvik is having second place being so close to Boyman, but Boyman after all have to be satisfied with P3. It's a great result for both of them, and here comes Julius Anderson, who might be really satisfied with that P4, likewise Felix Zontag. And finally George Oak is finishing the race in the points. Andy Paraki starting from the last place, getting 7th, getting 2 points, and David Kupok also getting a point from starting from the back of the world. All the drivers in the top 8 might be satisfied with themselves, and I congratulate them for sure. Thomas Bennett P9, Adam Wolf comes at 10. Well, it's a shame that how he finished. Tomaselli 11, Duncan 12th, Hall 13th, McCarthy 14th, Fitzwater in the end who spun out 15th, Ibobo 16th, and here comes Luca Farina slowly, who couldn't do anything with that. He's also he's again getting a poor position, but it wasn't his fault. Again. So this is Fakhrizadeh, our race winner, and today's race winner. And finally, Turvik is getting a podium in the GP4 OC. I'm not sure if he got one at Formula E. If he got, then this is another podium. If not, then this is his first podium. But for sure, it's his first podium here in DTM. Here is the race results, the drivers. That was a long race actually, like a pretty long race. I got tired till the end. It was 1.5 hours, around 1.5 hours. We started at 4 p.m. and it's like 5:30. Adventure, Karanti, Vedvina, Anderson, and Mutyan are the ones who retired. Kupak has the fastest laps. Behind him, Bobo, McCarthy, Duncan, Fitzwater. Basically, the guys who had the latest pit stop and had the advantage with the tire. Well, and there are the other drivers. So, I would like to thank you guys for watching and to following this race. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I definitely did. So thanks for the chance to be able to commentate it. My commentary could have been better, but I always say that after every race. Next week we are coming with the next race, and since Thomas Bennett retired from the Grand Prix, we have a new championship leader till the next race. So see you guys there in 1 week. Don't forget to watch the qualifier of the Formula 1 and tomorrow the race. I was Miklos Gal as usual. See you guys next week, and goodbye.